This is Eric Muathe with Muathe.com. One of the stocks that has done well over the last couple of months is the stock SE. As we can see here, stock has had a fantastic run since, let's call it, this breakout here in 2019, which actually began the move. There's another breakout here in November of last year, and there's another recent breakout here in April. Now I'm going to be talking about the two recent breakouts, which is this breakout here and this breakout here. Now keep in mind, visually you can see that the stock has pretty much held on to most of its gains over the last, let's call it, 8 to 9 months. Now visually compare how this stock chart looks like. A superior move. Compare this with the S&P 500 in the same time frame. So this is a S&P 500 monthly, and we can see that S&P 500 experienced a huge drop here. And compare this with SE, which had a tiny relative pullback here and has since gone back to new highs. So this is definitely a superior instrument. Now, as I said, we're going to be taking a quick look from an educational standpoint. Take a look at this breakout here and this subsequent breakout here. Now remember, this is a monthly chart, all data, as the stock did IPO sometime in late to mid 2017. Here in a second, I'm going to show you that we did capture this breakout here, and we also captured this breakout here. And we can see this if you take a look on my paid website for paid subscribers. Initially mentioned at LIKE, on November 13th when it was trading at 35 and change, and again in April of this year when it was trading at about 53.7. Now I'll show you why I thought the chart looked good. Of course, you never really know what you're going to get, so nobody's saying that all the stocks are going to do great. Nobody's claiming that at all. But what I'm trying to show you here and relate to you guys is some of the things we really need to understand are pretty much the same things I always talk about. Forget about what the textbooks try and teach you. When a stock moves above 69.1, it is actually a sign of power. So we can see as it was approaching the prior monthly closing high, those of us who have experience can see that because the stock was already trading above 69.1, this is just indication of momentum, indication of power during this breakout here. And so the subsequent breakout also, which is this breakout here in April, you can see that it also corresponded nicely with the RSI holding above 69.1. So really, when an instrument is trading as high as the RSI is possible, the higher the RSI, the more powerful an instrument is. Let me repeat that. The higher the RSI is trading, the more powerful an instrument is. And of course, the stock during those two breakouts did meet the minimum requirements. So taking a look at the breakout, initial breakout in November here, and the other breakout in April, and we can see that the MACDs were either at new highs like it was here, and remember, we only need one of the MACDs to confirm momentum. I used two MACDs, and here we can see both MACDs were moving to 3-year highs at the minimum. Happens to be at fresh highs, all-time highs, just because the stock had IPO'd recently, or let's say over the last couple of years. It's another way of saying that during those two breakouts, the stock did meet my minimum requirements as seen by my method, original method, the ultimate Muathe Breakout. Links are gonna be in the description of this video. This is Eric Muathe with Muathe.com. Finding these types of moves is all I do. Peace and blessings. Namaste.